So you're thinking about moving to McKinney, Texas? Well, grab your popcorn because this is going to be the most extensive overview of the top 8 neighborhoods in McKinney, Texas. And I tell you what, I think McKinney gets overlooked quite a bit. You know, it's right next door to Frisco. However, a lot of the neighborhoods on the west side of McKinney share Frisco Independent School District. Well, Frisco is busting at the seams. Everyone's trying to move there, but home prices are going crazy. There's bidding wars. The new construction is sold out. So McKinney is kind of the next best thing right next door, and I think it gets overlooked quite a bit. It's a great area, and you will see in this video how amazing the neighborhoods are. There's several hidden gems there. So in this video, we're going to be actually taking you around first of all, in the Google map, showing you the proximity of each neighborhood, what it's close by. Then I'll give you a brief overview on that neighborhood, and then you're going to jump in the car and see this neighborhood for yourself. We took quite a bit of footage driving around each and every neighborhood just for you, so we hope you enjoy it, and we're gonna get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is about living in Dallas, Texas and the surrounding areas like McKinney, Texas, then subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Dallas. My name is Levi. You know, the team and I, we get calls and emails every single day of people just like you and you and you and you looking to make their move to Dallas. We absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, just give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. Happy to help you make a smooth move to Dallas. So as I mentioned, we are covering the top 8 neighborhoods in McKinney. This is going to be a longer video, so buckle up, grab some popcorn, and let's just jump in my computer and get started. All right, welcome to my computer. So let's take a look at McKinney here, and you can see, let me just show you real quick. You can see McKinney's up here at the far northeast corner of Dallas-Fort Worth. You can see it's a straight shot down 75, I-75 North Central Expressway to get to downtown Dallas. That's going to be around 35 minutes on a clear day without any traffic. If you're going to be commuting down there, then that's going to be pretty tough, especially when you hit around Plano and Richardson. The high 5 right here where 635 and 75 cross. That's a major highway intersection. That's why they call it the high 5. I mean, it's one of the biggest mixed masters on the highways there in Dallas. So you can also jump onto 121. That will take you right down here to the airport. It's probably going to be the fastest way to do that. You could also come down to 75 to George Bush. You could also come to 635 and head over that way too. So either way, I always talk about the app Waze. I always find that finds you the fastest way. It does for me at least. So we're going to zoom in here and we're looking at the top 8. And as I mentioned in the intro, you know, I really feel like McKinney is overlooked a lot. You know, when we talk to out-of-state buyers coming in, out-of-town buyers coming in, and we talk about McKinney, they always kind of go, you know, because everybody is eyeballing Frisco right now. But of course, Frisco is the most competitive market in Dallas-Fort Worth right now. It's very hard to get homes. Homes are going well overpriced, bidding wars, things along those lines. But we've been successful with a few homes in Frisco. But where we've really been finding a lot of luck is just outside of Frisco. If people are flexible and willing to look outside of there, then there's some great areas, especially like McKinney. I feel like it's really overlooked, but it's a great community and it borders Frisco. So a lot of these communities on the west side share Frisco schools. So if you're looking at Frisco ISD, then you could still live in McKinney and be in Frisco ISD. Of course, McKinney ISD is also a great option as well. But we're gonna start out, let's see, we'll start right to left. How about that? And just work our way. Actually, let's start up here. I'll say this was probably the least, Trinity Falls. This was a great neighborhood, but it's the farthest north. And it was just kind of your average neighborhood, to be honest, all right? Because we're gonna get into some of these neighborhoods in McKinney that you're gonna absolutely love them. So make sure you stay for each and every one of them. But Trinity Falls, if we zoom in here, you'll see this is where a lot of new construction is coming in, and you'll see this in Trinity Falls, clearly a lot of new construction in that area. You're pretty far north there of downtown McKinney and Frisco, which are gonna be your ideal areas to come down for if you want to enjoy shopping and restaurants. Not that there's anything not out here, it's just that you're going to get a much higher concentration down here. As you can see at 380 and 75, you have a major concentration of retail. So Chipotle, Chili's, IHOP, Olive Garden, Jason's Deli, Kroger, grocery stores. So all of that. So let's see if we go up along, you got a Tractor Supply. So that should tell you something, right? You're kind of getting out of town whenever you're getting close to the Tractor Supply. So let's see here. You go up here, you've got Collin County Courthouse. There's not much along 75 as far as commercial. You can see there's still a lot of development. You can tell that there's not a lot of communities going on up here, and just some residential. You've got some municipalities up here. So when you come up here to Trinity Falls, you're just kind of out there a little bit on your own. So if you're looking for more of a new construction community and that's has a little bit of a country feel to it, then this is going to be ideal for you. You see Sweetwater Park, though. They've got Pig and Products, North Texas Pig and Products. Got Coventry Homes. So some of these builders out here. So just something to keep in mind out here in this area, Del Webb, Trinity Falls. But it's a great community, and overall, it's just a little bit up north, but everything's going to be developing that way. So if you get one of these new construction homes, then you're going to likely accumulate good appreciation, good value, good increase in your home value overall. And that's a good thing because a lot is developing out there. Of course, Melissa is a growing area as well. So you're actually going to be kind of a little bit closer to get to Melissa than you will down here to closer to 380. So that might be an option if you want to go to the grocery store or go have a bite to eat or things like that. You might want to just bop over here to Melissa. That's going to be a lot easier. All right, so that should kind of cover it for Trinity Falls. Let's hop in the car and go for a ride. So close to Trinity River, the community of Trinity Falls is found 6 miles north of McKinney's downtown area. The neighborhood borders the Trinity Falls Parkway and County Roads 281 and 206. 72% of the residents are homeowners. It's offering some of the most affordable housing in these top 8 neighborhoods. So it's a great place to buy your first home or raise some kids. It also is a home to 1,700 plus acres, open space, and 20 miles of hiking and biking trails. So it's ideal for nature enthusiasts and an active lifestyle. There's also dog parks, there's open air pavilions and a clubhouse as well. And if you love nature, definitely check out the awesome neighborhood. There's about 1,200 residents there. Prices range from $283,000 to $585,000. All right, our next stop is going to be Tucker Hill, and I'm really excited to show you this one. This is a very unique community. So we're kind of working our way down here. You can see it's right off of 380. So it's on the far north side of McKinney, but very, very close to quite a bit. You come down here, this is a really nice area right here at the intersection of Stonebridge and Virginia Parkway. You'll see we've got 3 of the neighborhoods we're going to be featured just in this area. So Tucker Hill is not too far from there. Just bop over 380 and you'll be able to go right down Stonebridge and hit this major commercial area where there's quite a lot to do, a lot of places to eat, and also the golf courses And then you even have on this side over here, you've got, look, rice and noodle, Whataburger. Whataburger, by the way, that's our Texas fast food hamburger place. So if you're coming from California, you like In-N-Out, and if you're coming from New York, I'm not really sure what's the burger place in New York, maybe Hardee's or something along those lines. So Whataburger is the place in Texas. So if you like burgers, then you definitely have to check that one out. AutoZone, you got charred 380 grills and outdoor. So there's quite a bit going on right there, just on the south side of Tucker Hill. But this is a pretty tight-knit community right here. What I really like about it is the homes. They're very unique. If you've seen any of the other videos, then you know that I love historic homes. I love the old, and that's what you get a lot with, with these types of homes in Tucker Hill, is they look old. That's the cool thing. So let's see here. So it's just a smaller community. See, they got Pizza Cafe, they got Petra. Whenever I was driving in there, they've got this community right here, this whole park area. You'll kind of see that when we drive through. Playgrounds, just an open space. But other than that, every single home is different. It's known as a front porch community, which is really cool. That's the kind of the thing. Everyone likes to go and sit on their front porches in the evening. So it's really nice. So let's get in the car and go check it out. So Tucker Hill is perfect for those looking for the close-knit community. It's situated 7 miles north of downtown McKinney, and it's really offering a brownstone feel. It's known as the front porch community. As I mentioned, pretty much every home here has a front porch, and making it very easy for friendly neighbors to stay or to say hello and just hang out with each other. So the homes range from 1,800, more than 5,800 square feet. And the lot size are typically 40 feet by 72 feet. It also has a homeowners association. Population is around 600 residents. Home prices range between $400,000 to $860,000. All right, so next on the list is Isleworth, and we're going to come right south of here, so just down to Stonebridge, and we're going to hit, Isleworth right here, right in the middle. It's nestled right in the middle of this golf course. So if you want to be, as you can see how small this community area is, you're going to actually cut through and get in, cut through the golf course. You'll see everybody out there hitting on the putting range. So you'll just drive right by there, and you've got a much smaller community in here. Really, really nice to see all these these lake areas or pond areas as you're driving in, driving past the golf course. Of course, that's very beautiful. And again, lots of walking and hiking. And then also, if you love golf, it's going to be right in your backyard. So this is really a really cool, close-knit and small community. So let's hop in the car and go check out, let's look around here first. Oh, kind of like what I mentioned earlier, you've got so much right here, and this is gonna kind of fall into the next three communities that we look at. But you've got Stonebridge Pilates, you got FedEx, you've got Bank of America, Panda Express, McDonald's, Nom Nom's Mexican Grill, Tom Thumb, Solly's Italian, Starbucks, and let's see, you've got, just a lot to do right around there. And this is a really, really nice neighborhood and area. You'll see that by these other communities we're about to go into as well. But with that, let's jump in the car and go check out Isleworth. So Isleworth is situated about 6.5 miles west of the downtown area. It's technically part of the Stone Ridge Ranch, which we'll feature coming up. It's a gated community and is nestled between the bodies of water to the north and south while bordering Harbor Town Drive and Beacon Hill. 64% of the residents are homeowners. This was established in 2001 and offers an attractive selection of large single-family properties. These homes range from approximately 5,000 to 8,000 square feet. And the residents enjoy convenient access to the community pool and Stonebridge Ranch Country Club. The population is around 2,000 residents. The home prices range from $899,000 to $1.8 million. All right, so we had to do a quick pit stop here in Anamia's Tex-Mex, which, by the way, if you're moving to Texas, this is going to be one of the best parts about coming here to Dallas, is some of the best Tex-Mex in the state, and also you're just really going to judge it. So I've been hearing about Anamia's a lot from my good buddy Richard, so he's always talking about it, so I just thought, hey, I was driving by one, was a little bit hungry, wanted something a little bit on the lighter side though, which Tex-Mex is usually not something you have for the lighter side, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with some ceviche right here. So I got some shrimp ceviche and some chips and salsa. And by the way, oops,
by the way, you judge a Tex-Mex restaurant based on the salsa. At least I do. And two things, when you're up north in Chicago, New York, things like that, you go to these restaurants, they don't always bring out the chips and salsa for free. So that's number one. You know you're at a great Tex-Mex restaurant if they just bring out the chips and salsa automatically. Number two is the chips. And I tell you what, these chips are amazing. They're really good. I feel like they added some butter or some sugar to these or something. I don't know, but they're really good. And then the salsa, you'll see here, it is a very medium spicy. So it's not too spicy, but also not too mild. So I would say it's a good mix, and I'd say the salsa is pretty good. I actually, one of my favorite places is E-Bar. Talk about that in a couple of other videos because that's in my neighborhood, but at the same time, I think the salsa there is absolutely best. But I'd say Anamia's is right up there. So if you're in McKinney and you want to get some good Tex-Mex, then stop by Anamia's. So let's get back to the neighborhoods now.
All right, so our next stop is Craig Ranch. It's going to be down here on the lower left side, or the southwest side, I should say. That's also the lower left side of McKinney. You can see again, McKinney, the outline. Let's see if that, gives us the outline there. So you can see it's right here, down on the southwest side, away from everything else. And we go down here, you can see clearly you're bordering Allen and Frisco. You have Allen to kind of the southeast and Frisco to the west. And then you have Plano as well right below you. So, again, McKinney's just a great spot. It's just, it's just on the northeast side of the Metroplex there. But you come down here, you've got the TPC Craig Ranch golf course right close by. I mean, this is a huge community, the Craig Ranch community. There's condos, there's shops, there's, you'll see in these homes, there's, all kinds of things going on around here. You got the McKinney Soccer Complex, you've got doctors, you've got, a lot of things going on along the tollway. Again, there's heavy commercial along the SRT, the Sam Rayburn Tollway. You can come right down here. You've got Lowe's if you need to do those home improvement projects. You got Ross, you got Chick-fil-A, Target, Raising Cane's. And again, we featured Hunters Creek on our Frisco neighborhood tours. So if you want to check that out as well, we do the top 8 neighborhoods in Plano and Frisco and also Irving. So you should check out those videos if you want to see that, if you like this one so far. But otherwise, you're right here, very super close to the tollway. Quite a bit to do around there. You got plenty of retail right down the street. Let's see what's up here in this intersection. You got a Walmart Supercenter, GameStop. Maybe you own some of that stock. You got Rosati's Pizza. You got Dollar Tree. You've got Marco's Pizza over here. You've got Shipley Donuts. Hopefully there's going to be a gym close by here with all those places. But otherwise, it's still a very, very good location right here. And you're right on very close to the border of Frisco, pretty much on the border of Plano and Allen. So this is a really ideal spot in McKinney as well. And I think you'll like Craig Ranch. You'll see it's a lot of new development, a lot of new construction. They're still building that area as well. So if you're looking for new construction, as far as availability, I didn't check on that immediately. Look at that. Oh, you got a Top Golf right over here. So that's not too far. That's a great place. If you're not familiar with Top Golf, it's like a 3-story driving range with food, drinks, parties. You can have parties there, host events, all kind. I mean, it's a really fun place to go, and it's 3 levels of driving range. So, and they have all the golf balls chipped. So they have different, scoring holes, you could say. I mean, it's not like they have big targets that you have a chip in your ball, so you can track where the ball goes. You can have point scoring games and things like that with your team and everyone else. So it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. So I definitely would check that out. You got the Allen outlet malls close by too for shopping. So this is a major shopping intersection right here. That's just right down on Stacy Road. So again, overall, great location to be in McKinney right here in the Craig Ranch area. It's mostly all of this community that backs up all along the golf course here and everything you have going on. So let's go for a ride and check it out. All right, Craig Ranch is located about 8.5 miles southwest of downtown McKinney. It's an award-winning master plan community. It's a beautiful neighborhood bordered by Rancho del Oso Trail to the north, Stacy Road at the SRT, and Custer Road. It was named in 2014 as the Master Plan Community of the Year by the Dallas Builders Association, and it's home to luxurious properties and breathtaking vistas. It also offers easy access to work, shopping, dining, and entertainment. As you saw, homes range from sizes from 1,400 to 7,200 square feet. Another big draw is the TPC Craig Ranch Golf Course from the mind of the acclaimed designer Tom Weishaupt. The population is around 12,000 residents. Home prices range from $139,000 to $2.58 million. All right, so let's bop on over to the next community. I'm actually going to skip these two because they're pretty cool and I want you sticking around for a little bit. So let's go over to Mallard Lakes, because I'll say this is also just sort of your average community in McKinney, but still very nice. I don't want to take anything away from Mallard Lakes, but again, you've got the hockey practice guide. You can see right here. I mean, it's not too far from the same area we've been talking about around Stonebridge, but also you're going to be a lot closer to 75. So you've got quite a bit of commercial here on this side. You've got Dairy Queen, looks like some hotels and shopping centers. But the main thing is it's a quick hop, skip, and a jump over here to the historic area of McKinney. And I would say McKinney has probably the best historic area of all of the North Dallas suburbs. It's probably the largest and most active. So it's a great spot to go down to, where they have a lot of restaurants. Actually, if you check out our vlog tour of McKinney, then that's where I start out at. And then I finish up at a coffee shop there as well for the market recap. So it's pretty cool. It's really got a lot of boutique shops, restaurants, bars, coffee shops, and just plenty to do. There's several streets. 3 or 4 streets are very active around there. And then all of the homes, you have all of the historic homes around in that area too. So that's cool for if you're going to be in Mallard Lakes, then you're going to be close to these park areas. As you can see, you're still close to lots of golfing. You can head over and you're really close to the historic downtown, but also close to 75 as well. So easy commuting if you're going to be going downtown or going to the airport. And that pretty much covers Mallard Lakes on the map. Let's jump in the car and go check it out. All right, so Mallard Lakes is less than 4 miles west of historic downtown McKinney. It's a charming and award-winning community. The neighborhood is bordered by Virginia Parkway, Scudder Lane. It's looking for spacious homes, large lots, and resort-style amenities. Mallard Lakes is for you then. So it checks all of those boxes. The community instantly offers a sense of tranquility among the many trees and attractive homes. It's perfect for raising a family and offers everything from great schools like Glen Oaks Elementary to recreational facilities and lush green spaces, creeks, and lakes. The residents' population is around 4,100. Home prices around $469,000 to $719,000. All right, now we're getting into some really great communities here. It's the last three are my favorite. I'll stick to Adriatica Village. This one is quite unique. So this one was built, you'll see here, was built based on a city in Croatia. So it's really awesome. It's, I would say, more of a relaxed community, if that makes sense. But it's right off this great water area, the conservation service site, the reservoir here. So you get a lot of easy access to that for walking around. You can see this trail that goes all the way around the lake here. So plenty to do as far as walking and biking, and you can do on that. There's quite a bit. It has its own unique shops over here as well. You'll see that when we go for a ride. It's really, really cool. Cobblestone streets. The buildings are, again, modeled after this old city in Croatia. So it's just like a lot to look at. It's really cool to check out. And again, you're right here in this main intersection where you have everything you need, close to the golf course and everything else as far as shopping and dining that you need to do out if you need to go out and about. So I can't wait to show you this one. Let's jump in the car and check out Adriatica Village. So this was inspired by Suptar, the enchanting fishing village on Croatia's Brač Island. So it's a 45-acre, $350 million development about 5.5 miles west of historic downtown McKinney. It's a highly desirable neighborhood and offering European style. It features Mediterranean-influenced condos and villas, cobblestone streets, and a wide variety of amenities. The neighborhood sits along the Town Lake Recreation Area and is east of Stonebridge Ranch Country Club. So if you're looking for the charm of village life filled with gorgeous homes and fun activities, Adriatica Village should be at the top of your list. The population's around 2,200 residents. Home prices range from $565,000 to $1.5 million. All right, so next on the list is Stonebridge Ranch Community, and this is a nice area. This is kind of the anchor to this whole area. So Stonebridge Estates really is what we're going to be focusing on here, but extremely nice area, gated community. Adriatica Village is gated, Islesworth is gated. Let's see. A couple of the other ones were gated too, but Serenity, the last one, you definitely got to stick around for Serenity. That's one that's going to be amazing. But yeah, Stonebridge Estates, this is the anchor community right here of this whole area. Really nice, larger homes. And again, just everything that you need right off of Stonebridge Drive and Virginia Parkway. So it's very simple and easy access to everything you need. But you pretty much know the story of this area, so let's just hop in the car and go check out Stonebridge Estates. The Stonebridge Ranch area is one of the most desirable neighborhoods in all of McKinney. It's located a little over 5 miles east of downtown McKinney. The community is bordered by 380 and Hills Creek Drive. It's known simply as Stonebridge. The neighborhood of Stonebridge Ranch is a lavish yet all-inclusive community. Top amenities include the Stonebridge Ranch Country Club that has a 27-hole course and 18-hole course. Stonebridge Ranch Aquatic Center that features junior Olympic-sized swimming pool, massive tennis complex, tree-lined streets, gorgeous homes, and much more. Population around 1,200 residents. Home prices ranging from $225,000 to $2 million. All right, so that brings us to the last community, and I would say it was probably my favorite one in all of McKinney. It's going to be down here on the far east, the southeast side of McKinney, right there. So really, when you're looking at McKinney, I mean, if you're going to downtown, that's going to be a pretty good commute for you. So Serenity is going to put you closest to downtown if that's something you want to consider. Another gated community. It's absolutely amazing. I loved it. So it's right over here, just right off the highway, but you have this, the Hurd Natural Science and Museum Center out here, this lots of walking and biking out here along this green area with the ponds. You've got a seniors community close by, but otherwise you've got quite a bit. You've got Medical City, which is a hospital system. And right here, you've got everything right here off of El Dorado Parkway. So just a hop, skip, and a jump over. Look at this: Panera Bread, Razoo's, Texas Roadhouse, Nothing Bun Cakes, Saltgrass Steakhouse, Noodle Wave. I mean, pretty much you got golf courses right around in here. So you pretty much got everything you need, and you're nestled right here. There's basically just the main way in. These are exit onlys. on this community. It's a much smaller community, as you can see. Not a lot of streets crammed. You can see bigger lot sizes. Really beautiful. It's got this whole pond water area in the middle of it as well. So overall, lots of ducks and geese. Had to duck and dodge, not duck, but dodge those in the car quite a bit while cruising around here. So it was keep an eye out, drive safely when you're going through that community. It's pretty amazing though, so let's go check it out. So it's bordered by the Heard Museum Nature Preserve, as you saw, and the Country Club. And it's very easy to see why this neighborhood is called Serenity. It's nestled between hundreds of acres of preserved land, and it provides easy access to an expansive wildlife sanctuary at the Heard Natural Science Museum. So it's one of the most beloved spots for exploration and education in McKinney. That is the wildlife sanctuary. And for the properties, it offers a great selection of family homes ranging from 4,000 to 6,100 square feet. The population is just under 1,400 residents. And the home prices range from $830,000 to $1.3 million. All right, well, and that pretty much sums up McKinney there for the top 8 neighborhoods. We hope you found this very helpful. It was a lot of fun getting that footage for you and kind of covering each and every one of them. Again, I think McKinney is just really overlooked whenever people are moving to Dallas. It doesn't get a lot of press, but it's got one of the best, if not the best, historic downtown areas that is hustling and bustling and has a lot to do. You saw lots of great communities. There's some new construction going on in McKinney, specifically more north of 380, as we showed you, around the Trinity Falls area, but some around 380 will keep you close to town, but also Melissa's a growing area. So overall, McKinney is a great option. Don't be afraid, just check it out. And I'll tell you what, we've been finding some good deals over in McKinney. I've secured several properties for our clients over there. Because there is a little bit less competition, but things are heating up. We're moving into summertime now. So again, just check out our other videos. We got full vlog tours on McKinney. We have a full map tour on McKinney, now this one as well, and several others on Frisco, Plano, all of the surrounding areas, basically in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We really try to give you the most extensive view. So we hope you found this helpful. If you did, the best thing you can do is watch another video. Actually, that's the second best thing you can do. The best thing you can do is give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, or schedule a Zoom. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, you can do that. We'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Dallas or the surrounding areas like McKinney. And until next time, well, we hope to see you around town.